Welcome everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Let me just see if this is recording. And basically what I'm doing right now is a test benchmark for my system, the hardware I'm running. Right now I am currently at 56% CPU, 68% memory, which is unbelievable considering I am running OBS Studio, which does tend to be very intensive. Maybe they refined it and made it better, because I know that when OBS first came out, right now there is currently two different kinds of OBS software. There's regular OBS and there's now OBS Studio. I am currently using OBS Studio. And also, this benchmark is going to include how well the hardware can perform using as many open instances of video games as possible. So right now I am currently running 3 instances of EverQuest, which is the client is not very intensive on a computer, especially a modern day computer that is designed for gaming. So far I can run 8 instances of EverQuest, but right now I'm running currently 3 instances of EverQuest and GTA 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be live streaming for about 30 minutes. And right now in EverQuest, so let's go into EverQuest. Right now I am currently in Skyfire Mountains. And this is a level 50, let me see the zone guide. So Skyfire Mountains is from the Kunark expansion. And the level of mobs in Skyfire Mountains is 45 to 60. Now once you get into certain areas of this zone, there are some areas where there's not that many, but most of this zone has only, from what I can tell, most of the mobs are roamers, which means they start at one point, like maybe one side of the zone, and walk all the way to the other side, usually in a straight line. And the only thing is that there's a lot of roaming mobs, which for this modern day EverQuest, it's actually good for people that like to have more than one client open, because you can create open 3 clients and have 3 characters out, which I have gone over before. And you can have 3 mercs, and that will consist of a full group, which is considered a full group in EverQuest. 6 people make up a group, and I forget the maximum number for a raid. I think it's 60, might be a little bit more, I'm not sure, but last time I remember I think it was 60, which is 5 6-man groups. No, that's not right. 10 6-man groups. Yeah, 10 6-man groups. So one raid could, although I don't know if things have changed. I don't know if the format for EverQuest has changed over the years, because it's been around a long time. But basically, since there's so many roamers that just come along, like how you see that this other mob just jumped in. So the best scenario for this zone is to have, especially if you want to get rid of multiple mobs at once, it's probably best to have a wizard, in my opinion. And one of the rare mobs in this zone is something called a bottomless devourer, and it's this mob right here. I need to back my characters out because once the mobs tend to pile up after maybe like 30 minutes, you can't really see anything except dead mobs. But as you can see, the mercs are generally consist of one tank, one healer, and for this instance, one wizard that will cast AoE spells. So I got these characters out of the way. And this is Dawn Regar. This is a bard class. And as you can see the musical notes going around, floating around the characters. And that's how the bards work in EverQuest. I wish they did have bards in ESO. It's the one thing that I do hope that they do at some point. Okay, so there's one guy. There he is. And this is a Berserker class. They mainly use two-handed weapons and throwing melee weapons such as an axe or a throwing knife, etc., etc. And they use those throwing weapons to pull mobs from a distance to the group. So these are my three characters: a dwarf berserker, a froglock race, and the class is Shadow Knight, and the bard is a human. So the race is human, the class of this character is a bard. So I have a Shadow Knight, berserker, and a bard. Bards are more of a jack of all trades. They're good for pulling and CC, as well as providing various types of utility buffs and buffs in general. SKs are the off tank of EverQuest. I mean, they're also good for tanking. However, the best tanking class for raids, the standard, is pretty much the warrior. The berserker is just melee DPS. So the Shadow Knight for EverQuest is more like a hybrid class, and the bard is more of its own unique class. It's more based on utility. He wears heavy armor, much like the Shadow Knight here. And the berserker wears chain armor. And in probably about like maybe 15 minutes I'll go into the other game, which is GTA, and we can explore that game since a new DLC did come out called the Gun Running DLC. So let's see if we can get some mobs pulled with our froglock Shadow Knight. So here we go. Casting a spell, pulling a mob, pulling it into the group. The mercenary tank is gonna tank it while the wizard does the DPS, and then I'll be pulling. I will strictly be pulling so we can AoE a bunch of mobs at once, as many as possible, without dying, of course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a special AA, let's say called Alternate Advancement, which is special, and it's called a Steadfast Servant. This ability summons forth a faithful servant that will follow you around and cast healing and beneficial buffs on you and other players near you. The servant lasts for 30 minutes or until you zone. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. And one of the buffs that I do like is haste. So it will heal and it will also cast haste on the mercenaries, I believe, and on the player characters that are nearby. And a lot of people used to use them in raids, mainly because they will cast a buff on anyone nearby in the raid, not just the owner of the servant. So here we go, gonna pull some mobs in. That one came in on its own. Gonna pull another one. That one's a little bit far away, but I'm gonna see if I can tag it. And then tag another one, maybe? Yeah, so that one just aggroed me. So we'll just pull them into this little area where our AoE is going to be happening. So now all the mobs are in one spot, and they as you can see, if you look at their HP bars in the upper right, you will see that they're slowly getting burned down by the wizard on all the mobs. However, the wizard will also cast single target spells. So we got another one coming in, which is kind of perfect because some of these are already, they're just dying so fast. And I do see an NPC. This is for the Mage Epic, this guy in the red robe here. That is an NPC for the Magician Epic, which, you know, for some people they get lucky and they finish in a month or less. For me, it took like about 7 years to finish mine because some of the items were just so much of a rare drop or farmed by other people that it just one of the thing about some of the epics in the game take a long time. Some people just get lucky on all their drops and they finish within a month. I've never really gotten that lucky on any of my characters, but the only one that I've actually tried to do all the epic, I mean all the quests to get the epic is the Mage, and that was just the 1.0. They have the 1.5, then the 2.0, and I think the last one was either the 2.5 or the 3.0, I can't remember, but and as you can see, the wizard is pretty much just taking these mobs down pretty quickly without much intervention. And as you can see from the mass pile of bodies, so I'm just going to pull 2 more mobs. And sometimes they are a little bit hard to pull, but wait until I get some aggro. And I still didn't get that mob on me. Or maybe I did, I don't know. But I'm going to try to find some more to pull. So now I got a good amount. So I should definitely stop pulling because if I get one of the harder ones, then it might end up in a wipe. And usually I wipe about once a day in this zone because the mobs, they just keep coming. Like you'll get 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, usually when it's a wipe is when I get 10 and then more add on. The most that I've seen that were added on that just keep coming out of nowhere was up to 20. And sometimes I clear them all, sometimes I don't, and it just ends up in a wipe. So yeah, it just depends on the level, the random amount of the level of the mobs too. So now they're getting burned down, but my wizard is out of mana, so I have to stop pulling and just let things happen naturally. That way we don't get overwhelmed and wipe. because it is very easy to wipe in this zone. Not super easy, but it's easy. Even when you have I have one character that's probably about 5 or 10 levels higher than the highest level mob, and this is to make sure that the merc that is attached with my high level character is strong enough to tank all these mobs while they get burned down. That is a named mob, I believe, right here. So that one is going to get pulled in, because usually it drops something pretty decent. And they also did change the looting system quite a while back, which I don't know how long ago, but I'm just going to check these loot items and loot them, see which ones I need. So I do see that I have one for Berserker gloves, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there might be a wipe soon, but I'm just gonna wait it out. My cleric has mana, but we'll see if they can keep the tank up. The tank is going down a little bit quick, so this might be a wipe here. But we'll see. We'll wait it out and see. So this is the point where I use my invis and hope for the best. And when I cast my invis, all my characters go invisible. They won't get any more aggro, and hopefully the mercs can take out the remaining mobs. So they seem to be going down pretty quick, because the wizard just did get some mana back. And now the tank is just going to be left with taking out the remaining mobs, while the bard is casting invis on my characters, and they should not get any more mobs added in, but it's entirely possible. So what I'm going to do while we did get an ad. So I'm going to see if I can pull my characters out of the way here and hope for the best. Looks like there's some kind of update going on one of my games. For some reason it's yellow, which is strange. Okay, so I'm still recording. Everything is good. Gonna be pulling my guys back a little bit out of the way. So for now we got one ad, but it looks like they're able to take care of them, and we're not getting any more ads yet. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like they might have it under control. Let's go ahead and go into GTA. Okay, it says that we've been idle too long, which is true. We've been idle for about 30 minutes. And while we're waiting for it to log in, let's see how the stream is doing on Twitch's end. So I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to purchase a 10-car garage. Right now I have 2 garages that hold 2 cars each, but let's see what else. So right now I have enough money to buy a 10 garage, which will enable me to store expensive vehicles in the garage and save them for later, and also to collect rare cars. So let's go into this and see which one we can buy. There's a lot of people leaving. So the high-end houses go from low to high, starting at 105K, and you can see that I have 107K. So the only one that I can actually afford right now is the South Shambles Street, which is in East Los Santos. I don't know where that is, but let's try it. Let's do it. Trade in our property, and we're gonna trade in the one. We're gonna trade this one in, and then hopefully our vehicles get moved over too. I don't know. It'll tell me, I guess. So now we gotta. What we can do is we can quick GPS to it. Right now I am currently level 15 going on 16. Now, when I was doing the first time that I did gun running missions, I was gaining at least 1 level. Since I'm such a low level, I'm gaining at least 1 level per mission. And more than likely that's going to change slightly as I level up. To where I will get less and less, but right now I'm still getting either almost or more than 1 level per mission so far. So I think I'm gonna call one of my vehicles. Let's see where my vehicle. Okay, so let me take a look. Oh, it's not too far away. So I can probably just borrow a ride and make my way there. Don't really have to go fast. Oh, thank you for lending me your vehicle, sir. You are a true patriot and citizen. And we need to turn around. So we gotta move this. Okay, move out. Okay, we're going to our house. I've never purchased this big house before, so this is pretty much all new to me. I'm very excited with the new DLC that came out, because it's gonna provide a little bit more of a level playing field as far as me leveling up at a low level. I don't know how the game is at a medium or a high level, because I don't know if there's even a level cap. I don't know what the level cap is for GTA, but I know that I've seen a lot of modded characters lately. There was one actually about 30 minutes ago, before I started the stream. His character was level 8,000. So you can imagine how much armor he has. Although I'm pretty sure that I don't know how they do the capping, the level cap for the armor. So that would be somewhat interesting to hear there on how it really works with armor, and if you have armor on, how much are you gonna get hurt if something hits you? So that would be somewhat interesting to see. Right now there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. The highest level guy is 228, and that's probably legit, and I'm at my house. So that's it right there. Yeah, that is pretty low profile. I went by it and didn't even notice until I started paying attention to my map. So had I not been paying attention, I would not even realize that there's actually a player housing here. Unless I was been playing forever and I know where all the houses are and whatnot. So this is it right here, guys. It looks like just an old building, an old industrial building, just like the other ones nearby. So it doesn't even look like a place that someone would live. So I would say that that's actually pretty cool, and agree that it is low profile. So for this character, this is my first 10 car garage. There should be 2 vehicles in it, hopefully. So this one holds 10 vehicles. I currently have a normal Dubster, and I have a free Elegy that, and I'm also going to get me another free vehicle now that I have room, because I had the 2 houses that I had before only had room for 2, and I had these 2, and in my other unit I have a motorcycle and a rear vehicle that I may or may not sell. I probably won't. Might keep that one as a collection, and I can use it to spawn other rare vehicles, hopefully, maybe, if that even still works in GTA. I heard that Rockstar patched some of the coding that allows players to use their own vehicle to spawn a similar rare vehicle to make more money. So that does leave an interesting. However, I have been hearing from one other, I guess, well-known YouTuber. I guess he's well-known. I don't know, but he has a lot of subscribers, and he was saying that they did a new patch where it would allow people to have a chance at spawning a Dubsta 2. And I've been trying to get that to work. However, certain conditions and rules apply. So theoretically, I can't use this one. I have to use one that's from the gun running DLC mode. Like under here, they're saying that I would have to go to the motorcycle club. Well, I'm not part of one, but usually when you're part of one, you'll have a drop down where you can select vehicles. Like right here, I can request a special vehicle, but these are my own vehicles, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, but something like this little selector, it looks a little bit like this selector, but it's under the MC, the motorcycle club. and then when you click on it, it'll have a drop down where you can select vehicles, and it'll have the dubsta where you can spawn it or request it, and then you get a black dubsta, and you can use that dubsta to spawn a dubsta 2, which is the rare silver one that's already modded up, without you having to mod it. And you can either collect it, get another one that put it in your garage, and then use the one that you have that you collected to go out into the world every once in a while and spawn another one. I don't know if that would be, if it's still possible. That's what one YouTuber is claiming. So I am going to be recording for about another 15 minutes, guys. And basically, if you're just tuning in, this is a video about benchmarking. Basically, I'm seeing how well this new hardware that I have performs regarding being able to use multiple clients and multiple game clients at one time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out into the world in passive mode. I should still be passive. Okay, so I have enabled passive mode, and I'm gonna just give it a shot to see if I can get a, because right now I think this is just a dubster 1. Let me see. Benefactor dubsta. So it's not a dubsta 2, but I'm wondering if this vehicle can spawn a regular dubsta, and the time is almost up for me to see if I can spawn one, because the usual time would be between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. from what another YouTuber claims. So we're going to see about that. But to spawn a dubsta 2, from what I hear, is very, very rare. It's very hard to do. It's not easy, to say the least. So if one does spawn, I'm going to be very surprised. And the one thing is, when you're in a public lobby like this, you have to be somewhat careful, especially if you have your own personal vehicle out, because someone can destroy it. But since I'm in passive mode, they can't touch me. And hopefully there's not a modder that's going to jump in and, you know, do the impossible. So let's see. So the place that we need to go where it could possibly spawn is on the west side at the Los Santos Customs, which would be right here. So we're going to go ahead and head there since it's not too far away. But it'll definitely give us some time to enjoy the game, discuss the new things that are going on with GTA 5. And so far I have played around 10 gun running missions. I did some of those missions with my actual family. However, the most missions that I did was with basically a pickup group, also known as a pug. So basically I've just been doing that, and I've actually got lucky, and it was actually a good group, and I did probably about 6 in a row before we which was about an hour or maybe a little bit longer, but and all the missions were succeeded. They turned out well, and I was actually surprised about how fun the newer missions are. I do find some of them to be very exciting. Yeah, they are a little bit repetitive, but most of the missions I haven't done, so it's definitely a new experience to me, and I'm excited to be playing these new missions in GTA. Yeah, so the name of the one rare vehicle that I do have is called the Manana, which is funny because it's actually, I think, a Buick. It's one of the 50 or 60s Buick, a two-door convertible. It's yellow. I don't know the name of the actual real vehicle. The name of the real version of it in real life, but it's probably a Buick. It's not a Cadillac. Pretty sure, but I think it's a Buick, perhaps. Okay, somebody just registered as an MC. And we're currently approaching one of the places where a vehicle can spawn. And as you can see, there is one spawned. Now, what they say you can do is, if I leave my vehicle here, someone's going to destroy it, which is what I don't want to do. And right now it is not the time. We'd have to wait about 4 more hours. No, 6 more hours. It's 4 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 hours. But as you can see, there is a vehicle spawn here, and it's not the Dubsta. It's just a regular vehicle. Now, if I was in a public zone with no other people, I would leave my vehicle here. But if I leave my vehicle here, it's more than likely going to get destroyed like my last vehicle. Because people just love to do that. They see your vehicle, you left it out, it's unattended, so yep. The first thing they do is, hey, you know, let's destroy a vehicle. Yep. So we got... So they say the Dubstas sell for around 30 grand. I don't know the exact amount, but that's what a lot of YouTubers claim. They sell for around 30 grand. What I can do actually is go into the motorsports and see how much I could sell mine for, the regular version. So I can actually add an armor upgrade to it, which I'm not going to do, because I do want to actually save up for a heist apartment, perhaps. But I don't know, I might get, but no. I can get one armor upgrade, which is not really that good. What kind of bumpers do we have? We can get a chrome bumper, but let's find out how much we can sell it for. Back B. Let's see how much we can sell it for. So we can sell it for 10,000. Although I did I already invested an extra 10,000 into it, which is not bad, I guess. But what I might do at this point is I might try to do one MC mission or one CEO mission and see if we can get one mission completed before the live stream is over. Let's see. Okay, so in order to do that, you hit M, you go into Motorcycle Club, looking for an MC on. Then you just back out of it, and you may get an invite from someone in this session or from another session. And I see that there's a lot of people doing the heists, and I'm still debating whether I'm gonna get a little bit more experience playing the game, learning how to play the missions in the game, and get orientated with learning how to shoot and using basic weapons, perhaps leveling up a bit, getting better armor. I might wait until I get level 20 or 40 before I try a heist. I don't know, because the heists tend to be a little bit difficult at low level. And it's almost, nope, it's not 9 a.m. yet. But it's getting there. Now, one of the things they say to do is to go to the airport and then drive back. So we have the airport here, which is not too far away. Most of these are heists, which I won't be doing. I'm probably gonna be heading to bed soon after this live stream. So right now we are on our way to the airport. Now, one thing that I got to remember to be careful about when I'm going to the airport is not hitting anything, and I think you have to go under the speed limit. Yeah, I think if you go above the speed limit, you may get a star while you're here. Now we're just going to go back here. And then by the time that occurs, it should be 9 a.m. Pretty close to it. A hold the wheel vehicle is available. Hold the vehicle when the time runs out to earn cash and RP. How do I do that? Okay, so I guess we can drive up to this vehicle. I don't even know how to do this, but let me see. Where is that race? And they just happened to do it right when I was doing my thing here for the rear vehicle. So yeah, I've never done any an event like this, so I don't know if it's a one-time thing. There's actually no vehicles at all spawn here, but it's not 9 a.m. yet either. So let's see. So the vehicle is over here. And I don't know how much time I have left to get over there. And I'm guessing that only one person will be able to do it. So I'm going to see. I'm going to go all the way to the airport and go back, see if we can get it, make this happen. So, in order to go to the airport, somebody has a bicycle. Somebody is there. Sheena Fox. Yeah, I think I already do have it for this vehicle. Although I could be wrong. Who knows? So this guy just managed to stop by exactly as I was stopping by, selling a vehicle. But I'm guessing he was also looking for a rare vehicle just like I was. Yep. So I might try that new thing. So let's see. I'm gonna park my vehicle so no one destroys it. Wait a minute. I'm going to the wrong place. Somebody has the vehicle, take it from them. So somebody got the motorcycle and you have to take it from them. Yeah, because, well, it's still there. Oh, somebody has it. Oh, so it's a PvP thing. So in order to get to my house, I don't know where my house is yet. I think this is it. Nope. Trying to remember where my house is. My new house is over here, I think. Yep, there it is. It's not too far away. Although we could try one more time. There is an error thing here. That thing is tough. We're gonna let you go for now, Hucky. We're gonna go easy on Hucky. I guess Hucky is the guy that has the vehicle. So we're gonna try to get this thing. It's just the right time to try to get this thing to spawn. Now theoretically I won't be able to get it to spawn with this vehicle, because I need to have the MC dubstep, not the one that you get, because I got this vehicle from around the city. So we'll see if we can get it to spawn. And it looks like there's nothing. Oh yeah, something did spawn. Oh, the event ends in 2 minutes. And the only one that they have spawning here is muscle cars. So the guy drove in with a muscle car into the motorsports thing here, and it spawned another one outside. Spawned 2 vehicles actually. So we're going to take this vehicle back. So whoever it is, they still have that PvP vehicle. An MC President has sent you an invite. So we're going to accept the invite, guys. So you guys are going to get to see I don't know if I still have the invite, because if I still have the invite, then you guys will be able to see how the MC works. The MC missions, I don't see it. I don't see the invite. I don't see it. Maybe he took it back, I don't know. Yeah, but for some reason I couldn't see the invite to join the MC, so maybe he filled the spot already, I don't know, but so it looks like we almost got to experience. So Pilot Gordo won the event, won that special event. Meanwhile, I'm going to be taking my vehicle back to the garage, and I will probably be ending the stream unless I get an invite to an MC, so you guys can see what the new gun running DLC is all about. Although There are plenty of videos out on YouTube, but if you guys enjoy seeing me doing the new content, I will gladly do it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got a little bit loose there with my vehicle. And it tends to sway a little bit more the faster it goes. See, like right there. So I think this is actually a good vehicle maybe to drift with. Because the faster you go, the easier it is to, have the back end come loose. Although I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, that's what. Then again, my character driving skill is not that good right now. The one thing that I can do is I can go ahead and, so I don't know when this happened, but as of right now, guys, there is one more thing that I can do that is new to me that I found out about recently. And when you go to the website Warstock, they now have some vehicles for free other than the Elegy. And as you can see right now, they have the Marshal and the Duke of Death free. I don't know if they have, I could have swore they had another one. I don't know, I could be wrong, but looks like they don't, unless there's another vehicle on another different website, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and purchase these. And we'll put it in Sal Shambles. And then we'll go to one of these other ones. I don't know if I want to get the truck. Don't know if I want to do it. Not sure. So I'm going to check some of these other ones. I don't know what this is. Showroom feature vehicle. I don't think that's, I don't think they sell anything at Benny's. What about this one? Okay, so they got some that are free. Oh my goodness. Look at all these that are free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are free. Well, guys, it looks like I'm going to be getting me. Looks like I'll be getting me some new vehicles. I don't know if I want to get the regular Duke, but I might get a Dominator. And I don't know if any of these classify as a high-end premium race vehicle or a high-end vehicle. Not really sure. That's a good. I don't know, because they got this one, then they got the Bravado, so they got 2 Bravados, then they got the Dominator, which is the Mustang, and then the Classy. I don't think I'm going to be getting a Classy. Although I might add one of the older supercars, but no, I think I'm going to save some of this room for vehicles that I want to collect. But it looks like I might be able to get them from here. I don't know, but I don't know, guys, but I am gonna get at least maybe the Bravado here. I don't know if this would be a good vehicle, but it's a 4-door, which would probably be good for missions until I could get a faster one. I don't know what the faster 4-door. I think there's only one that's really fast. That's a 4-door. That's actually somewhat good for missions. There's more than 2 people. So I think I'm going to go with the Bravado for now, guys. And we're going to pick sold. Okay, so that's done. So we got 2 vehicles. Look at that, guys. Wow, that is pretty awesome. Bulletproof. Well, mostly bulletproof, but it does have a little bit of an opening on the driver's side. So the Kuruma is actually a little bit safer. Just a little bit safer. But now they have those full metal jacket rounds that go through the window armor. So there's really not much use for hiding against player characters. I mean, it's good for missions, but unless they make the missions with those NMJ rounds, which would be bad. But other than that, this is actually a pretty good free vehicle. Look at that. And I bet it's pretty fast. Okay guys, well I think that sums up my little benchmark test, and I'm going to go back into my other game just to see if they're still running, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the GTA and the new things that have been coming out for this now that it's getting close to the 4th of July. I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, guys, and hopefully I will be streaming again soon for the 4th of July weekend. See you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. Take care.